Reilly here. Welcome to the No Spin News, Monday, September 23rd, 2024. Stand up for your country. 6 weeks to go. Early voting already started in some states. Can't call it. Everywhere I go, and I mean everywhere I go, who's going to win? Who's going to win? If I knew, I would tell you. But in the next 6 weeks, it's going to be, up and down, in and out, a few minor October surprises, nothing major I can see on the horizon. And I hope there's no craziness. I really do that, but no one can predict that kind of stuff. But as you know, I knew Biden was going to drop out. And I told you that about 8 months before it happened. You know, I knew that. But I don't know who's going to win. I cannot call it because there are so many things in play now that have never been in play before in American history. This is a totally unique election, 2024. But where we are now today, on September 23rd, is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. So I was in Florida over the weekend, actually 24 hours, and I did some investigating in both camps, Trump and Harris. Both camps believe they're going to win. And I can tell you they're not faking it. Okay? Both candidates, their so-called people, analysts, advisors, believe they're going to win. That's rare. That's rare. Okay? Now, Hillary Clinton's people thought she was going to win. They rented the Javits Center out. They spent a lot of money on a post-victory celebration, and it collapsed. Last time around, nobody knew. And they were nervous. This time around, there's a little bit more confidence on both sides. So are they delusional? I don't know. Let's run it down. There are two polls that indicate Donald Trump is much stronger than the corrupt corporate media would have you believe. Those two polls are Trafalgar and Rasmussen. Okay? We can't vouch for those people. I don't really know who's paying them or what they're doing. But those two polls, and the Trump people believe those polls. They say that Trump is a very good chance to win. The media polls, mainstream, like NBC, have Harris ahead. In fact, NBC put one out yesterday, and it has party identification is fair. 42 Dem, 43 Republican, Independent 29. But listen to this, gender, remember? I started waving this flag about 10 days ago. You got to tell us the gender. Well, in the NBC poll, female 52, male 48. That's not fair because more women will vote for Kamala. She'll carry women, whereas Trump will carry men. So if you're going to skew it 4, that's going to show up in the final number. NBC knows that. Okay, they know it. See? You see how they do it? Okay. Now, in the latest poll, it has Harris beating Trump 49-44. This is the NBC poll. Okay. The New York Times put out a very weird poll yesterday. Siena College conducted it for the newspaper. Fair down the line, Democrat 30, Republican 33, Independent 31. Fair. But here's the gender. Ready? Female 54, male 45. Oh, come on. Come on. That's a 9 swing. Despite that, 9 points that favors Kamala. The 3 states the New York Times polled in, Arizona, Georgia, and North Carolina, Trump's winning all 3. That should tell you something. Now, here they are. Arizona, Trump 50, Harris 45. Georgia, Trump 49, Harris 45. North Carolina, Trump 49, Harris 47. Very close, and it shouldn't be in North Carolina, but they have a gubernatorial candidate there who's a loon. All right, you know the story. I mean, he got allegedly, but I believe it's true. He gives on some website, says some crazy things about being a black Nazi or something. You know, you got to vet these guys, North Carolina Republican Party, right? Come on. Now, he's never going to win, this guy, running for governor on a Republican ticket in North Carolina. So that means that Harris has an advantage in that state, and she shouldn't. It's a traditional state, North Carolina. Yeah, I know Charlotte and Durham and all those people are, you know, they got a lot of new people in, but North Carolina shouldn't be a problem for Trump, but it is. It's a problem. You're going to have to spend some time and money there. Okay. But the gender breakdown, and I guarantee you, of all the news outlets that you may sample this week, you will never hear that gender gap reported on any of them, even the conservative networks, because they're not smart enough to report it. They don't understand what's happening in the polling world. I do. I lock into these things very, very carefully. That's why I can bring this to you. Now, Kamala Harris spent a lot of money on TV ads running during the football games, and it's obvious why. She wants to reach working and middle-class Americans. She wants to try to peel off some male votes, because she's getting hammered in that category. Here is a sample. Go.
As a prosecutor, I never asked a victim or a witness, are you a Republican or a Democrat? The only thing I ever asked them, are you okay? And that's the kind of president we need right now. Someone who cares about you and is not putting themselves first. I intend to be a president for all Americans.
She's good. She's a good performer. There's no doubt about it. She sells it. Now, do I believe it? No, because I don't think she even understands the issues. And I've been over this. She had no idea how to bring inflation down. None. And she'll give it to some progressive economists who'll do what they did to Biden, and they'll just rocket it up. Gaza, Israel, none. Ukraine, Putin, no. Border, ridiculous. Woke, all day long. Parental rights, you have none. But she's up there going, I'm just a regular mom. Not a mom, I'm sorry. She's a stepmom. I'm just a regular person. I can live next to you. And, you know, for the viewers who don't know anything, and there are millions of them, you know, the cliche is low information voters. No information voters. None. Well, they're watching this attractive person saying, look, I'm going to help you. And then the line like, not about me, it's about you. I'm not in it for myself. Like, you know, she doesn't say Trump, but, you know, she's doing it. That's effective. Now, here's what Trump should do. And we're going to put this on our YouTube channel so it reaches everybody in the world tonight. And I'm signaling my producers, this is going to go on our YouTube channel. And I don't usually do this because I'm not a rooter, but I see the danger from the Harris-Walz ticket. If this country elects them, this country is going to change for the worse dramatically. It's my personal belief. All right, I'm Donald Trump now. I can't poof the hair up that way, but I'm Donald Trump. Here's my 30-second ad, all right? He looks into the camera, Trump does, and he says this. I know some of you don't like me, and I have made mistakes. Some of you think I'm conceited and pompous, and sometimes I go overboard in my rhetoric. And I'm sorry, because I do make mistakes like everybody else. But I want you to know what's most important to me, and that is America. And in my 4 years, I helped working and middle-class Americans. Real wages grew more than 7%. Under the Biden administration, they fell more than 3%. And I had to deal with the brunt of COVID. But we were able, all right, to have a strong economy and build it back fast. Overseas, there was no turbulence. I had the situation in the Middle East under control. I had Iran pinned back. I destroyed ISIS, and Putin didn't cause much trouble. I was also involved with the Chinese to the extent that they weren't doing what they're doing now, being blatantly aggressive. So I hope you will consider voting for me based upon my record, because I sincerely want to help this country. I'm Donald Trump, and I approve that message. Just him. No video, no bells and whistles, nothing. Talking to you. He does that ad, he wins. He's got to do it humble. Can't be bellicose. Word of the day. No showbiz, no apprentice. No bad-mouthing Kamala. Just saying that under Biden, things were terrible. And they are. So, this is the first time I've been doing national commentary for almost 28 years now. God. I have never done that before. I don't pick up the phone and tell people what to do. I don't do any of that. My job is to watch out for you, and I devote all my energy to doing that. But because we are in a historical year where this country could go, you know, I put forth that to the former president. Okay. We get a lot of reaction on that. So Trump says he's not going to debate Kamala a second time. Kamala says she wants to debate on October 23rd in Atlanta, CNN. Trump said, no, it's too late. Early voting has already started. I'm not sure that's in stone. A lot of it will have to do with the polling. Trump might come back and say, okay, I'll do it. Maybe. Vice presidential debate is October 1st, coming right up, 9 p.m. New York City, CBS, Norah O'Donnell, Margaret Brennan, both liberal women. All right, but that's all right. That's okay as long as they're fair and they fact check both. All right. So, but Vance needs to know there's going to be dogs and cats. There's going to be childless cat ladies, a lot of animals, a lot of domestic animals are going to be in that debate. And then everything that Vance has said that could be remotely controversial, Margaret and Nora are going to throw at him. Just absolutely, he's got to know that's happening. There is a dinner every year in New York City, the Al Smith Dinner. It's thrown by the Cardinal, Dolan. It's a big, big thing. And it's good-natured dinner where they invite Democrats and Republicans. They all, jibe each other and all of that. And the presidential candidates usually come. Trump said he'd go. Kamala's not going to go. And in New York City, it's a fairly significant story. It's a snub. There's no doubt. It's a snub. But look at it from Harris's point of view. She is the queen of promoting abortion. She just doesn't think it's constitutional. She promotes it. It's noble. And you got to pay for it even if you don't believe in it. She's going to walk into the Al Smith dinner? No. That's why she's not going. The Biden-Harris economy continues to burden the average American. With flat wages, higher prices, people are covering expenses with credit cards. And if you're a homeowner and frustrated with that cycle, you can make a 10-minute no-obligation call today with my friends at American Financing. Interest rates are coming down. They are now in the low fives. And if you're constantly carrying a credit card balance each month with a rate in the 20s, American Financing can help put your hard-earned equity to work to get out of debt. Their salary-based mortgage consultants are saving customers an average of $800 a month. And if you get started today, you may not have to make next month's mortgage payment. So please call American Financing today at 888-462-9557. 888-462-9557 or visit AmericanFinancing.net. YouTube address where you will see my, if you want to see it again, my suggestion for a Trump commercial. It is youtube.com/Bill O'Reilly. youtube.com/Bill O'Reilly. All right, let's go to the mail. We got Ralph, concierge member. Ralph gets direct access to me. If you become a concierge or premium member on BillO'Reilly.com, you get Confronting the Presidents or any of my other killing books free. Tremendous deal. Ralph says, so if Kamala Harris doesn't answer questions, doesn't sit for interviews, doesn't lay out a plan for issues, how can she be so close in the polls? Emotion. Again, it's hate Trump, voting against Trump. Same thing with Biden. Same thing. Jorge Torres, Hotchkins, Georgia. Bill, your deportation plan not only fair, it's brilliant. If Trump gets elected, you need to serve as Secretary of Homeland Security. Ramaswamy might get that. That's what he wants, so I'm not going to do that. But I appreciate the compliment. Thank you, Jorge. Bob Harper, San Pedro, California. Bill, it was an interesting analysis about the polls favoring women. Could account for the reason Hillary was ahead in the polls. Yeah, I'm glad I figured that out. Gerald Bagan, Boulder City, Nevada. Bill, I know this probably will not reach you. My wife and I are avid fans and congratulate you on your continuing success. It seems these days most people use terms Democrat, leftist, socialist, communist, and progressive interchangeably. Can you explain the difference? Democrat is a party. Leftist is somebody with mostly social views, all right, liberal views. Socialist is somebody who wants the government to control most everything, but not by force. Communist is somebody who wants the government to take at the point of a gun. And progressive is a liberal on steroids. That's pretty good, right? Clyde in Bulgaria. Wow, Clyde. One of your best columns. I've copied it and sent it to all my British friends. Good. The column is about bad hombres in the White House. It's on BillO'Reilly.com, the Sunday column. Chris Hines, Keller, Texas. I thoroughly enjoyed the News Nation Confronting the President special. It was both informative and entertaining. I thought it was really good. We're going to play another clip in a moment. Rona Silverstein, Scottsdale, Arizona. Just finished Confronting the President. The book, excellent. Read all your books, but this one was very interesting. I learned lots, but the ending was especially fascinating. Two separate opinions on Biden and Trump were brilliant ways and fair ways to describe the men. And that's why Dugard and I did it. We don't see it the same way. History's still evolving, as they say, so we wrote essays. And I appreciate that, Rona. Very good observation. Jennifer Thiel, Boise, Idaho, thank you for the free Confronting the President's book with my premium membership renewal. Also, thank you for laying out what the country can do with due process and illegal immigration. Thank you for re-ing up, Jennifer. Okay, we got the mugs. We want you to grab these because we're going to sell out of them. These are the political mugs. Team Normal, not woke, no socialism. Keep it as a memento of this campaign. Word of the day, do not be a poltroon. I love that word, Poltroon. Bringing it back, poltroon. And back with another clip from the Confronting the President's doc. Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. America is at a breaking point. Record inflation, interest rates, debt. The last thing we need is more reckless government spending and higher taxes, and they could happen. But a Harris presidency could bring us into that zone, plus a hit to your retirement savings. So protect your savings with American Hartford Gold. They'll help you secure your retirement by diversifying with physical gold and silver. Start with a simple phone call. They'll guide you through the process, even deliver gold and silver right to your door, or place it directly in your IRA or 401k. Don't wait. These safe haven assets can protect you in an economic crisis. Call or text American Hartford Gold today. Tell them O'Reilly sent you to get up to $15,000 of free silver on qualifying orders. Call 866-501-5201. That's 866-501-5201. Or text Bill to 65532. Again, 866-501-5201. Or text Bill to 65532. You've asked and MyPillow listened up. They're bringing you the most requested offer ever. The premium queen size MyPillow. Now only $19.98. It's made with patented adjustable fill to fit your exact individual needs. Regardless of your sleep position, it even helps keep your neck aligned and holds its shape all night long for the best sleep of your life. This sale even includes their 6-piece kitchen and bath towel sets, just $25 each. Their brand new mattress topper, as low as $69.98. And their famous MyPillow bed sheets for as low as $25 and a lot more. So please go to mypillow.com or call 800-869-0298. Use promo code BILL to get huge discounts on all MyPillow products, including the premium queen size MyPillow, only $19.98. That's the lowest price ever. Don't delay. Order today. Okay, so this coming Thursday on the No Spin News, in this time period, I'm going to rerun the News Nation documentary on the presidents, Confronting the Presidents, because it got great reviews. A lot of people saw it, but more people will see it when we run it here. Here's an example of what we did.
The worst president ever has some competition. Richard Nixon resigned over Watergate. Jimmy Carter brought us 10% annual inflation. But for Bill O'Reilly, the worst is an easy choice. James Buchanan of Pennsylvania ran the country immediately before the Civil War. And O'Reilly says Buchanan could have prevented it.
He leads the league by a big margin.
Not even close.
This guy was the worst. I've studied this man, and it's just incredibly fascinating to me how inept he was. He stood for nothing. Nothing. So the big story was, we got to avert the Civil War. Okay? The South is starting to attack Union depots. They're storing arms. They're organizing in brigades. They're terrorizing black people. They're...
As if keeping him in slavery wasn't terror enough.
Right. And Buchanan knows this. He does nothing. Doesn't send federal troops, doesn't cut off money. In fact, at Fort Sumter, when the Union forces are around, he wouldn't send ships to help them.
And at some point, you're putting somebody into an impossible job. Could anybody have prevented the Civil War?
I got a letter from Harry Truman that says if Andrew Jackson had been the president before Lincoln, there wouldn't have been a Civil War, which is probably true, because Andrew Jackson would have gone down there early before the Confederates consolidated their power militarily and kicked their butts all over the place. And we have stories like that about so many of the presidents in this. I don't like to use the word documentary, but that's what it was. Some people thought it was a podcast. Not a podcast, all right? It's a news presentation. So on Thursday, let's see, today is Monday, we're going to run that on the No Spin News, the whole thing, because it's really good. You'll enjoy it. We hope you buy the book, Confronting the Presidents. I'm now battling Hillary. Hillary's got a new book, but you know how that goes. But we are very, very pleased with the reception on this book. It's just everywhere, and people are enjoying it. They're learning a lot, and that's the key. You got to know what's happened in your country to make an informed vote this time around. You have to know. That's why I wrote this book. Okay, so Thursday we'll have that here. And we hope you watch it and let us know what you think. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thank you for watching and listening on our radio stations across the country, and we'll see you more. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.